belly to belly, face to face. Those eyes, you take me to the start. Sweetheart, sweetheart. See me through and you polish me up.
Hey, come have a seat by the fire with me.
I don't want to sit anymore! How much time do you think you spend sitting a day? Like, be honest. I read a stat that the average North Americaner is sitting 10 to 12 hours a day. The average. That's crazy. And even if you do a wonderful yoga practice, or you get up and go for a walk, or do your exercise, whatever that is, for an hour a day, that's never going to counteract the amount of time you spend sitting. And when we sit, there's a level of energetic decline where we feel a little bit kind of caught up in our head and sort of down on ourselves or overwhelmed. And the reason why is, for one, it blocks the ability to fully take in deep breaths when we're slouched. And the other piece is that we are actually in our heads. We're not experiencing the life as we're meant to, the animalistic side where we're supposed to be playing and interacting with the nature around us. And so obviously I understand that now with the new age, we have a lot of time spent sitting at our desks. I also have to sit at my computer, and I'm very, very bad for this. But I've been really trying to be conscious in it. And this is one of the mindful moments that I'd like you to start playing with in your day and just noticing how often you're sitting. And if you could maybe start breaking that up a little bit. Maybe every 30 minutes an alarm on your phone goes off and it's like, okay, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do like 10 squats or a couple of lunges or some nice stretches, right? And then maybe even playing with the fact that when you sit every time, consciously, not using your hands, going really slow and turning on your back line as you arrive on your chair or whatever it is you're sitting on. And then whenever you go to get up, same thing, no hands, pushing through your feet and coming up. And using it as a way to like mindfully be like, okay, I'm taking the time to sit. And when I come to sit, now I'm going to establish a nice long spine. So you're going to create that subtle anterior tilt where the sit bones and tailbones slide back so they're untucked. And there's a level of deepening in the hip hinge. And with that, we can take the back of the head back and up. It's almost like your back ribs are lifting back and out of your pelvis. And there's a nice long spaciousness, and that deep core is subtly awake and engaged. And the breath can move more three-dimensionally and be less constricted by the slouch and the head forward that tends to happen. So these are all things that you're going to become more aware of. And I definitely encourage that building like any habit that it's really challenging to do at first, and then eventually it becomes like, easy, no problem. You're going to want to maybe have some like accountability somewhere, whether it is an alarm going off on your phone or some post-it notes to remind you, or maybe a sitting buddy that you have at work in the office. Hey, let's get up every hour, go for a quick power walk and say hi to everybody in the office and bring the morale up. And the thing is, the more you move, the more energy you're going to have, and the better you're going to be at everything you do in your life, because you're going to feel more alive in what you're doing. So hopefully you'll start to notice that your chair sucks a little bit, and start to get a little bit more engaged with your life. Okay, let's see you get up, get moving.